Hi, Cassie Thompson. Hello, hon. is this? Hi, Ian. What the F? Doing a little boogieing. I'm 2 hours from Seattle, so we have weird music. Zoomistics. One more tune and I'll see who's here. I ain't seen nothing yet. I love that song. That one and Unapologetic Tina. Flautez was hidden by Mary Jane Toe. Oh, let me see him. I can handle it. All right. If I need you to block, I'll tell you to block, hon. Now, if it's racist or something, right, that's a different story. Oh, look at the 27 in the sand dunes. I watched Sierra's live last night, and she wants to do something different than the bushes. You go for it, girl. It's fun to pick different places and imagine. I am. Thank you, Flautez. Oh, no, I got a headache. Oh, God. I'm going to have to take some Tylenol. Oh, okay, hon. I know, I'm not, you're a fantastic mod. You're always in here. You're my top mod, you know? So let me see what's going on. Let me see what's cracking and shaking. Oh, right. Hi, Aussie True Crime. Kessie was in here first. Hi, Kessie Thompson. I don't know if she's in here anymore. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna keep my finger on this thing. Yeah, leave your DNA on that like button, please. It's real entertainment over here, I can tell you that right now. Hi, Killing Time. Hi, Sean B. I was thinking about you the other day. I literally, like the last 2 days, I'm like, I wonder where Sean B is. So, Mega Tim, TS So Tough. Mary Jane Doe's got the little maracas going. Prediction, July 4th, nations will be fighting nations. Good God, I hope not. No, I've never taken dance lessons. I just enjoy dancing, and I think I have a good feel for the beat, right? I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but no, and I was never a cheerleader. I wasn't in the in crowd. I was in like the hippie pot smoking stringed instrument crowd. And in high school. So where am I? Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for the wrench, Killing Time. I thought you had one, and I looked back and I was like, wait a minute. Okay, who else is here? Ian Valise, this ain't it. You ain't seen nothing yet. Whoops. Shoot. I think you're more and get your cardio workout. I think you move. That's probably what you meant to say. Yeah. Hi, Freeside. Oh, you slept all day. The rain makes you sleepy, Mary Jane Doe. Well, through most of the day today, because it was Sunday and I didn't have to go to an appointment or go to my cardiac rehab or anything. Hi, Too Black, Too Strong. Hello. You're stuck in top chat everywhere, Aussie True Crime. I got the notification. Surprised my YouTube is so messed up. Well, I'm sure you've heard of this where you unsubscribe. You literally unsubscribe and resubscribe, and that's supposed to help, but I don't know. Yeah. A YouTube glitch. So anyway, what I did was I went into Messenger. I hadn't been there in a couple of days and was able to, or one day I think, respond back to Maria G. And she's doing better, it sounds like. And Alex Figuero, holy chicken tenders, can I slip into your DMs? I didn't even know what DMs were until, I was on Dolly Vision 2 years ago, and I'm like, what's a DM? Like, I just did not know. Good morning from India. Less is more. Good morning to you. Drop the StreamYard link. Oh, God. Too Black, Too Strong. I can't on here. This is YouTube Live. I will make sure that I do, yeah. Hi, AK-47. I'll make sure I do StreamYard next time. I'm getting a little low in time, and I get 20 hours a month. So, oh, it's been a couple days since I've been up on your channel. Peace and love to you all, AK-47. Nice. And Flautaz is here. I don't know if I spelled it right. Too Black, Too Strong. That would be nice. It'd be nice to, to meet you. I mean, you talk, or not talk, you say hi in comments and things pretty often and all of that. And I do not think, you're going to porn pee bomb me, anything like that. Arif Chowdhury, girlfriend. Hey, baby, what's up, homie? Can you shout out my boy's birthday? Nick Gurr, happy birthday, brother. Yes, that's from Michael Martin. Happy birthday, Nick Gurr. Gurr. Yes, have a good one. It's pretty, isn't it, MJ? This is the first time I watched this. It's pretty great. Thanks so much. Why you got so small tits? Oh, no. No, no, no. Well, they used to be C's. They're probably B's now. But, you know, that's what happens after you nurse 2 children. Not all women nurse, and not all women can nurse. You know? No, you're... Thank you, Flautez. Do you know Alpha Kenny Body? Who? No, I don't. And then we've got Mom from Mike Trout. My son is asleep, so I know it's not him playing around, and you know. So I watched back my live. I went through the chat again. Hello, Tashi. Bunny quiz. Are we surviving this war? Says Tricolor. Welcome. Well, and thank you, Tashi. Yeah, I really like the color too. It's a lot better. A lot better than that red, and I don't know. I really like this cherry cola. Yeah, it seems like we're having, well, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my goodness, YouTubey, you're at MILF. Now, I didn't even know what that was till like 10 years ago, but that's okay. Have you tried lying down after finished dancing? It really recharges the body. Well, I huff and puff a little bit. I am from India, says Hadu Jidu Bijid or something. Thank you. That's why I like doing YouTube Live too. I get more people from around the world. Please hit the like, and if you haven't subscribed, even if you don't think you ever want to come back, please subscribe to me. If you could go do it like even right now, it'd be really cool. I'm trying to get to 3,100. Well, I'm trying to get to 3,200. Anyone went to India ever? No, I've never been there. Only Okinawa, Japan. And that was in '86 when my ex-husband was in the Air Force. But anyway, Flautez, yeah, I had a stress-induced flipping heart attack in April. Yeah, but I'm able to do things and everything. For one, I'm in cardiac rehab, and when they did the heart catheter thing, I had no blockage, and I've always had high cholesterol. So, you know, you can be fairly fit, not even overweight, exercise and everything, not eat much fat, and still get high cholesterol. What's my favorite movie? You know, I'm in Washington State. 2 hours from Seattle. But I was born in South Dakota. So anyway, yeah. My favorite movie, I don't like to see movies over and over again. Like I can, but I don't really like to. Once I see it, that's good enough for me. And it was The Four Seasons. I'm not kidding. And that's kind of old school. I think it was made in the 80s or early 90s. It was with Carol Burnett, if you can believe it. She was really funny in it. And she was married to Alan Alda from MASH, right? And they were a couple. And then this big comedian guy with this other gal. And then there was this other guy that was thinking about leaving his wife, but she was on this trip, I think. I've seen it 4 times now. And there was a gal that took her, swimming bottoms off and was flailing around outside this boat they were in, who was the girlfriend of another guy who just got divorced and had a younger woman. And his wife was like getting upset. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? And in his sort of lispy accent or something, he's like, oh, it's just like a frolicking little porpoise. It's no big deal. It was really funny. Before death comes? Oh, Lord. Hello, Saddam Markeel. Say that Shada thing. I'm a little bit political on here, but all this war stuff scares me. I mean, we're not in a war, but I did hear somebody that knows all about this kind of stuff when a bomb is dropped on I don't know if he's a ex-general, like, I just don't know, because so many people come up on Live Now Fox, So this one I don't know, but he said they could have very well in Iran moved quite a bit of that uranium that we believe we obliterated, right? Oh, St. Louis. Yes, I was there when we were traveling to part of Missouri, a very small town. We had to go through St. Louis, and my son was 4. Yeah, and we traveled, my husband and I, by car from Vermont. Yeah. Humbly, St. Louis highway sucks. Well, I haven't been there. Like, my son's 29. He'll be 30 this year. So, we're looking at nearly 26 years. But I liked it. Saw the arch and all that. Thank you, Flautez. You subscribed? That is really nice. Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it. Mary Jane, would you please put Sierra Pin Clark's link in? Flautez, you really might like Sierra Queen Pin Clark. Sierra is Cierra, and Mary Jane Doe, I'm sure will put it in chat. I'm trying to help her get to her 1,000. And, we're a little bit similar. We both have music, and we're both quirky and unpretentious and unpredictable. And, she's good. She's good. And I want to help her get to 1,000. So if you and anyone else in chat would be willing, she's getting closer. I think she's, last time I looked, she was 916. So she needs 84. Did you have theater classes? No. I just went to enough bars and clubs and that kind of deal when I was younger. But I stopped all the partying in 2011. Well, thank you, Tashi, and thanks for the compliment for my hair. I like this chocolate cherry a lot. And who didn't? Why say my comments? Did I? What? I did say your comment, didn't I? Let me look. Oh, a truly religion. The hellfire is a very bad place. Try to learn about Islam. Have I done cardio? I went to a fitness center when I was 50. All right, so that's, it'll be 13 years ago in 5 days when it's my birthday. It's only like 9 p.m. or something here in Washington. So anyway, that was a workout and that kind of thing. But on the days I didn't work out, I did Zumba. And I wanted those, they're weights. They're 1 pound each, and they can't be any more because when you're dancing, you can pull a neck muscle and stuff. Because I told her, I said, can I get like 5s or something? But she said, no, I don't even think they make them. So anyway, I did Zumba for like a whole hour and a half. And then right after that, I jumped on a bike and did spin core for an hour. And I had to make sure I at least had like a granola bar and a banana or something, because one day I nearly fainted. And she's like, I told her I hadn't eaten that day, and that really wasn't very smart. But yeah. Well, Saddam, I'm glad you're here, and I feel really bad. I do, for both sides, Israel and Iran. Did you try the breath exercises after every dance? No, but I can tell you, before my heart attack, because in all honesty, I had a thalamic, which is thalamus stroke on this side. It was the size of an M&M, the clot, and they gave me TPA medicine 4 years ago, and it got rid of it. But there's a window where you have to get into the hospital. And if it's a hemorrhaging kind, the bleeding kind inside, TPA medicine doesn't work for it. So I'm blessed, you guys. I'm utterly blessed to, not have a droopy face, and I could eat, and I could talk, and I didn't have to learn how to walk again. And they tested all those things. But it was scary. That was the very first time I had a MRI done, and it was just really weird being in that machine. And it was COVID time when that happened. It was 2020, because it'll be 5 years it was 2021, so this next coming February will be 5 years. I had to wear a mask. So besides feeling claustrophobic, I had to have a mask on too, and it was, yeah. You can't get her link to work, Killing Time? Just type in at Sierra, Sierra, if you're talking about her. Queen Pin Clark, and it should come up. Why didn't I say your comments? What? I actually did. Let me see. So anyway, at cardiac rehab, they're having me, go on a machine 5 minutes and then add 12 more, and then go to another one and do 12 more or something like that. And it's 3.5 miles on one and about a mile on another, and then a 3-mile bike ride up and 3-mile back, but half of it's downhill from the hospital. So, and that's on Tuesdays and Thursdays now. It was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but like I told him, I said, this is a lot of biking and a lot of, this is a lot. And she said, well, you ride your bike, we recommend 3 days a week, she said, for people that are mostly sitting, right? And I also thought every single person in there had either a heart attack or a stroke. I just kind of assumed it, and I found out that's not at all. It's people that have diabetes, they've had a stent put in or something even in their leg, they have heart disease, but it's not just a heart attack or stroke. So I'm going to meet a different slew of people on this Tuesday and Thursday, and everyone's really nice, and we have our blood pressure done before it and then after, and I have to do cool down exercises, and it's a good thing. I've never done that, even when I used to run long distance, and I just didn't do it. And it's really a good thing, or I think I'd be incredibly sore. After the first day, the tops of my, kind of the side of my thighs and the top of my legs were sore from pushing on that machine, where you bike or whatever with your feet. And then I went on another one where you're moving your arms like this at the same time. So, okay, let me see. Oh, good for you, Killing Time. See, you're saying you're fat and you have low cholesterol. So, yeah, I mean, it's not, I just kind of assumed, I just did. And even with diabetes most of my life, that it was overweight people. No, Marilyn Monroe. Oh God, you guys, what was her name in that TV show? She was a news reporter. I can't remember, but she had diabetes, and she was quite thin. Uh, did I get my bike fixed? No. I was going to go today, and this is the thing. To get it there, I gotta drag it on one wheel. Now it's only one block, two more pretty big blocks, and then another couple blocks. But we're looking at 2, 5, 6 blocks to drag a bike. And the thing is, this place that's closer than Fanatic Bicycle, they're a little expensive. I don't know, like my brakes were doing weird things and I went into Fanatic, and for free. Well, we'll take a look at it. And he fixed my brakes, like free. But they were kind of coming apart, and I didn't know, and he pumped up my tires, and it was really nice. So I'm kind of like waiting on it because I don't have money saved, and I'm not monetized. I mean, I'm going to say it right here, and I'm not grifting. I'm not monetized. I don't put my PayPal and Cash App up anymore, but yeah, my trust fund is spent. And I got it in November, so November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. It lasted 8 months. But there was so much to buy and do, and then and get new helmets. Like I didn't even know if a bike helmet was outdated. I didn't even know there was a date inside the helmet. And when we were looking at helmets, my daughter and I, he said, "Oh yeah, this is pretty outdated." And I said, "But it's a okay helmet, right?" And he said, "No, you need a new one." So I got a really good one. And plus there was a teeny crack in it. And it was just one of those cheap kind of Bell. I think it was a Bell. Not that they're all cheap, but so the one I got was $70. I'm on my bike quite a bit, and I'm usually on the sidewalk. I just do not trust the drivers and the distraction. I mean, a bee could go into someone's window and boom, Oops. So I just want to get back to yeah, so yeah, Flautez, what was interesting is, okay, when I got there, all right, and granted, I rode my bike up a hill, and there's a little video where I say biking to cardio. If you want to see any of my past videos, it was from maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and it's got a little bike emoji and whatnot. It's flat, and then it's at a slow incline, and then a real steep one for like just 2 blocks, and then boom, it's flat again, and then it inclines a little to the hospital. And when I had my blood pressure done on Friday, because I wanted to get the 2 days in that week, when I got there, my blood pressure was 144. And they're like, "Oh, that's good." Well, that's good after a heart attack, right? They want it. What they'd like it to be is 130 or below. Yeah. So, but I had a chance. All the chairs were taken in the lobby. So sitting on the floor, I had a chance to breathe. And, my heart wasn't like pounding or anything. And so anyway, it was 144 over 70 something or whatever. The bottom number was low, but and that's the one you really want to watch for, I guess. It's more serious than the top number. I couldn't believe it. When I was done exercising all that exercise for an hour, it was 119 over 70 something. And I said, oh my gosh, to the lady, you know, these physical therapy people. I said, why is it so much lower after, you know, doing everything I've done? I would think it'd be a little higher. And she said, that's because the vessels open up from the exercise. And honestly, like, I didn't know that. I mean, I've always known exercise is important, and I was constantly asked every 6 months, you know, how much exercise after my stroke. But I didn't do very much. Like, I didn't. I mean, I'd walk all over the store and all this, but this summer stuff, being on the bike and having a regular place to go and a pretty good distance and walking to the store and this kind of thing is newish, besides the little bit of dancing to some of these songs that I like. They gotta have a good beat. Okay. So Max Smith came in. Hi, Max. Try the 6-second inhale and 6 exhale. Yes. Well, I mean, Iran started things right when those, oh my God, those men just came down from the sky and were just grabbing people and the hostages and all that. But this is the thing. They're the bad people, but there's innocent families and children and babies that live in Iran, you know, and what about them? And I mean, Iran should have stopped, but I knew. I said on last night's live, I said, people aren't going to like this, that like Trump, but I don't really trust him. I said, Trump is like a big kid. He's going to want to see what this is like. He is going to drop that thing. And I said, and you just watch. It won't be 2 weeks away. And by then it was 12 days. 2 days had gone by. And the next thing I know, my live ends after 3 hours. And somebody put in the comments after my live, Trump dropped, you know, the bomb on Iran or whatever on the, you know, the nuclear building. And I ignored it because I thought, no way, you know, actually it was from Peggy, but I thought someone was cloning Peggy and trying to get a rise out of me. So I ignored it. Then I turned the news on and I was like, oh my gosh, you know. So this one past general guy was talking on Live Now Fox, not Fox News. Can't stand those people. They're so judgmental. Anyway, and he said, I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't done over there before 2 weeks for the element of surprise. And he was right on it. But, you know, they said China is an ally of Iran, and I just really hope that president doesn't get too pissed off, because he's effing crazy. The president of China is crazy. Now, I haven't had any people in here from China ever, I don't think, in my chat, but he's ruthless. And most dictators are, right? And I you know, I wouldn't want him on the bad side of us. Yeah, please hit the like and please subscribe to Sierra Queen Pin Clark. If someone will pop her, gosh darn it, link in chat again, that'd be great. Wow, okay, so, no, I mean die as Muslim, says Saddam Marknell. Oh, there, Tashi put it into, thanks both of you. Oh, there it is. Hi, Tina. How is life in the PNW, Pacific Northwest? Yeah. Well, you're there too, right? You're in California. Um, it's good. I mean, it was a little gray here, and that's why I'm in jeans. You know, I was like, my legs were freezing, and I was like, man, I got to put jeans on. Uh, Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about religion on here, and I try to limit the politics, kind of, except with the ICE raids were really upsetting to me, um, because YouTube frowns upon that, I think. Or maybe it's just politics, I'm not really sure. On WhatsApp. I can't do closed MRI. Well, I thought it had to be closed. They told me to pull a lever if it was too much for me, and then that scared me, right? I remember they said it'd be about 10 minutes, and I mean, I didn't have the music headphones on. Maybe I should have, so it was very loud, pounding sound or whatever, but I remember laying there going, because this is what I thought. If I pull the lever and they roll me out, then I got to start over. This is what I thought. No, it would have been just so I could get a breather, whatever the case, and then go back in. But I didn't know this. So it was nearing the end. I was hoping. I didn't know. And I was like, okay, you can do this. If you can give birth, okay, if you can give birth, you can do this. Just wait. And that's what I did. Yeah. Hi, Mashayam Islam. Hello. You're in Pakistan? I'm in Washington State. But I say this all the time because I'm proud of it. And I miss the Midwest. I have for many years. I'm from South Dakota. Vermilion is 20 minutes from, or 60 miles, I believe, from Sioux Falls. And Yankton, I believe, was 30 miles, and I was, 20 minutes from Sioux City. Most people have heard of Sioux City. That huge plane crashed, but a lot of people lived because of the pilot. Welcome, everybody. That's why I put the emoji, the world emoji. I had 2 men from Germany last night, women from the UK. Mon the Hoops is from Scotland, and I had someone from Pakistan. I don't think it was your name last night, and now we've got a couple, maybe more, from India. It's really cool. When I used to do later lives than this, when I started my channel, it'll be 2 years this August, I had quite a bit of people from Australia and New Zealand come in. It was really cool. And but they're busy or sleeping or something right now. Vale, Saddam Amarkeel. The resting stress test is 3 parts, and some find it claustrophobic. If you skip the last part, insurance will not pay, but you will get charged $6,000. Well, that's the thing, Max. I assumed, right? I just assumed, okay, they're referring me to cardiac rehab. It must be free on my insurance. But I was told by the secretary lady when she called to set up the appointment with me, she said, call your insurance company. Make sure that everything's covered and that kind of thing. And so I did, and it was. Yeah, I'm on Molina Apple Health, and it's wonderful. I keep getting these envelopes that say, I think it's Advantage or something, where they're saying you get free this and free that and free this, and my friend changed to it, and boom, she got a bill that she didn't expect to get. And I'm just so glad that you know, because now I'm on 2 added heart medicines, you know, Jardiance and Metropolol. Yeah, everything during the C disease was really stressful. Flautez. He. What's up, baby girl? Okay, who is that? He. What's up? What's up, baby girl? Who calls me baby girl? Yeah, welcome, he. And thank you, Flautez, so much for subbing up to me. Maybe you can let your friends know about my channel too. I'm trying to get to, why can't I ever remember? Well, I'm trying to get to 3,200, but, you know, even 10, even 5 a show would be nice. But even having 1 person, that's like super. Thank you. Seems like that stress test could give you a heart attack. Yeah. Well, and then I said to him, I said, is this like, am I only going to go like this speed and whatever? And she said, every session it'll be a little bit harder. And that's why after each machine and in the middle of the different times, they have a big card on the wall. And it's not just easy, hard, whatever. It's literally hard, very hard, lightly hard, somewhat hard. I mean, it's kind of weird. And so I'm like a 10, and then I'm like kind of a 12. Before, when I did the standing up on the elliptical, I think I said it right this time. Yeah, it was a little harder for me. So I actually asked her, I said, I was told that I could be on whatever machine I wanted. Can I stay sitting? Because I was tired too. I rode my bike all the way there, right? Everyone else gets out of their cars and whatever. And she said yes, but she also said, well, we like people to do the treadmill too. And I said, okay. And then when I was in the thing that you're pedaling and you're going like this, I mean, I had to like reach. And so she moved it a notch and it still wasn't working. And I mean, my arms are fairly long. And anyway, she had to keep moving it. And then I noticed the lady to the right of me wasn't going all the way down to the floor or whatever. She was going, these are her feet, like this, right? And I'm going like this, all the way down. So after about 5 minutes of that, because I had to do 12 minutes of that, I called her over and I said, can I go like this and, you know, be quicker? And she said, we want people to go all the way down. So, you know, I didn't want to say, hey lady, you're not doing it right. You know what I mean? And I would never do that anyway. I don't know how long my arms are, but I've got pretty long arms. But of course, everything starts getting loose when you get older. When you get older, yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Oh Lord. For real, I live in Nebraska, says killing time. Yes. Do I wear a helmet? Heck yeah. Oh yeah. You know, little kids around here, I've said this before, they think their heads are like rocks probably, right? No, they're like melons. And I have at times when I'm out there gone, Do you have a helmet? Be on the side more instead of the middle. I mean, because these parents, they don't watch their kids. They just don't. Is it raining at your place? He. It could be. I just don't know. Oh my God, MK says hi. Oh, that's so nice, Mary Jane Doe. Tell him I said hello back. I looked for his channel back, when he came into my chat and chatted for quite some time. I invited him up on panel, but he couldn't. I think that was like, I don't know, a month and a half ago. Anyway, I couldn't find his channel anymore. So is it under MK Ultra? I have a paper cut Tina 2332 deficiency. That's pretty funny. Okay, so I made it to where I saw this before. Oh Lord, they inject a drug to speed up your heart in 10 seconds, says Max Smith. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and tell MK, Mary Jane Doe, that I want him to come over and say hi. He makes me laugh so much on here. My biceps are huge. That's hilarious. Is this not biceps? My arms are so skinny. But honestly, I'm fairly strong. I really am, because I've been carrying my bike up and down those stairs for 24 years. Yeah, because I rode my daughter to her preschool, and she's 21. No, Mike Chugs, I can't measure my arms. Then I gotta go get a tape measure out of the drawer and all that silly stuff. Unique Earth Treasures, welcome. Thank you. Oh, med bills maybe. Yeah, you don't have 12 bucks at the end of the month. Yeah, my meds are free. I don't even have to pay a copay. That could all change. Jacob Stein. Yeah, COCAINE is a heck of a DRUG. Yeah, in the 80s, I had a little twice. It didn't do anything for me really, so it probably wasn't very good. Mary Jane Doe. Okay. Oh, why is my face in like this? Because I'm blind as a bat, and I'm too vain to wear my glasses, even though they're cute. They're multicolored kind of deal. A lot better than my other ones, but so I lean in to read the chat. Everyone at MK says hi? Wow. Is he under MK Ultra? Can you hold your arm up by your ear? You're silly. You guys don't have an elevator, Tina. No. This place was built, I've said this before. I moved in 2001, and it was built 2 years before that. Yeah. Y'all watching the woman I'm gonna marry, LOL. Oh my goodness. Me and PCT have the most beautiful grandchildren. Yeah, I shared his link. You did? Oh, there it is. Is it under MK Ultra? I wonder if I can even hit it right.
What kind of question is that?
And it was built 2 years before that. Yeah. Oh my. Y'all watching the woman I'm gonna marry, LOL. Oh my goodness. Me and PCT have the most beautiful. What's happening?
I don't see a chat. I can't chat. What the hell?
Link. You did? What? MK, can you hear me right now? What's happening?
I don't see a chat. I can't chat. What the hell?
You did? What's happening?
I can't type.
MK, can you hear me right now?
Hi.
You're filming me?
Hi, honey.
Are you filming me?
I'm hacking you.
I'm scared.
Hi. Tina, you've been overrun. Hi, honey.
Are you filming me? This is the thing, MK. I went ahead to hit the
Hi,
link.
everybody. Don't be scared.
Well, I went ahead to hit the link to see if I could see your channel.
Donald Trump says hi.
Oh, tell him I said
You're under
goodbye.
arrest. Put your hands up immediately.
Tell him I said
Reporting you.
goodbye.
This is part of Operation MK Hammer.
Oh, you're hearing it's delayed, but tell him I said goodbye. Oh my gosh. Are you under MK Ultra then? Where did that come from? Weird. Don't be scared. Oh, okay, you're Canada time, but I've forgotten. You're in Canada in the middle of the United States up above? Or clear on the right by Montreal?
Over by Vancouver.
What? You're on my end. I'm 20 minutes from the border. I thought you weren't on this end.
Over by Vancouver.
Wow, you're probably in Vancouver and you don't want anyone to know.
If you want.
I thought you weren't on this end.
Sorry, my internet connection is bad. I'm in Eskimo.
You're an Eskimo? This is so weird. Are you filming? Are you streaming me? What are you doing? This is so weird. Are you filming? Are you streaming me? What are you doing?
Yeah, we got you on Pornhub.
Oh, for God's sake.
Is that okay? Hi, everybody in your chat.
I went crazy yesterday. I died
Team
my...
Rose.
Yeah, he's streaming me. Oh my God. That's funny. Pop box
Can you see me
shots.
waving, Tina?
I went crazy yesterday. I died my... Hi. I stuck my hair up. I'm sure you didn't see it. Wet and this foreign guy said,
Hi.
you look dirty.
Well, we just wanted to say we love you.
Oh, I love you. And I love your chat. I love you guys. You know, he was a bad troll of mine. He was a bad troll.
You look dirty.
No, I look dirty with my hair up, wet, with all the color in it. This guy thought it was mud or dirt from another country. He said, you look dirty. I am single, unless MK will take me. Ah!
What are you talking?
You're either married. No, listen. You're either married or you're divorced. I don't think you have a girlfriend, MK. I don't think you have a girlfriend. I think you're either married or divorced. I don't think you have a girlfriend, MK. You're laughing. You're laughing because I'm right.
No, I'm single.
Wow. That would be so, it'll never ever happen. Well, I'm 20 minutes from like Vancouver and Langley, and I don't know though.
Let's ask the chat. Do you think PCT and me should hook up?
No, listen, this is what I'm, oh my God, this is what I'm saying. I'm so delayed.
Press 1. If you agree, press 2 if you say no.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm 20 minutes from Blaine,
Shut up, Tina, I'm
Washington.
getting frisky.
Oh, no. I think I'm half an hour from Langley. But I don't know how far Vancouver is from Bellingham. I've got an Afaz Alam Buan asking me to marry him. Oh my God, people are funny. How old are you, MK? Can you be honest about that?
Do you want me to come over there, or you want to come over here?
I don't drive. I can't go over there, and I'm too petrified to get on even a puddle jumper.
Do you want me to come over there, or you want to come over here? How you been?
I don't drive. And yeah, so you'd have to come over here, but I'd have to meet you in a public place because I'm scared.
Yeah, you want me to fly over there like you did to Dolly?
Will you knock it off? Yeah, so you'd have to come over here, but I'd have to meet you in a public place. That's a secret.
Yeah, you want me to fly over there like you did to Dolly?
Oh, for God's sakes.
How about a long watch on the beach?
Will you knock it off?
Not no more.
My life is a secret. I might insinuate stuff, but you know what Ernie Shell said? Ernie Shell said to me about me going to Virginia, did you use a condom?
You got PJ mad. It was classic. I hope so.
No, Ernie Shell said, did you use a condom? And I
Did they make
said,
them that small?
no, listen, I said, MK, to Ernie, I said, I'm not answering that. And then he goes, oh, so you did meet him. And I said, I'm not answering that. No, listen, I said, MK, to Ernie. I will say this, she wasn't with him every single second like she professes. You know, this is the thing. She flat told me to go for it.
Is Ernie over there?
No, for God, nobody's over here but my kids. I'm always alone.
Hi, Ernie.
Stop it, you're so weird.
I know she did.
Nobody's over here but my kids. I'm always alone. No, but I watched, this is the thing.
Yeah, we know, Tina.
No.
She was lying all along.
No, I'm not lying or admitting. But the thing is, what?
Toshi says everybody in my chat. Everybody in my chat says they set you up.
Who set me up?
Toshi says everybody in my chat. Everybody in my chat says they set you up.
Who set me up?
Dolly and PJ. Because Dolly was playing single and PJ was behind the scenes.
No, that's false.
It was all a lie.
Yeah, right.
To ostracize you.
Right. Well, when she said to me, go for it in those words, I was like, what? She said those words. Well, this is the thing, MK. She said those words to me, and I had no idea he had a girlfriend. And I wasn't even like, I barely got onto Messenger or anything. I didn't know what the hell I was doing half the time. And, yeah. But I learned a lot. Yeah. But, you know, those days are in the past and they were fun, but, people can say I'm delusional. People can say, oh, she went all the way to Virginia and was by herself. I was there 4 days. You know? I mean, I'm going to say this. He knows that I've said that I've been to Virginia, but I flew on Thursday, I got there Friday, and I left on Monday in a fucking hurricane.
Now, was he a ladies' man?
I really have already said too much.
Now, was he a ladies' man? started? You didn't say nothing.
What?
Did you guys bang?
Will you knock it off? You're setting me up right now.
Was he any good? You just started.
Will you stop it?
Does he like it rough?
Will you stop?
Did you guys bang? Did you strangle him?
Oh my God, MK.
Did you see ice cold?
Oh, let's not be doing that. That's not nice. Oh my God, MK.
You did.
Oh my God.
Did he get you drunk at the tiki bar?
That's not nice. He didn't have one there, you goof. I don't drink. I don't drink. But I went to a store. MK, I went to the little store down, and this guy was practically demanding my Facebook thing. And I said, I don't talk to men on Facebook. That's what I said. And he went ahead and he gave it to me anyway, and then he took his finger and he went down my back when I was walking with my things up to the register. And I know other women would like backhand someone like that or say, what the F are you doing? But I was, I was a little nervous and I didn't want to upset him. And then he wanted to carry my bag of my little jalapeno cheese White Castle burgers and my sodas. And I said, no, I've got this, thank you. And then I found myself looking over my shoulder like this to make sure he wasn't like kind of following me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm too old for all this. Cody Adams. That's a woman.
Yeah, you seem like a nice guy though.
That's a woman. You know what?
At
It's
least he talked to you before he touched you. Did he lick his finger first?
Oh my God, MK, how much have you had to drink?
Oh, it was a check?
Oh my God. All right, but listen, he's had a heart attack. I've had a heart attack. We don't need any more stress in our life. What?
I just finished it.
Are you drinking rum and coke?
Okay.
He's had a heart attack. I've had a heart attack. We don't need any more stress in our life. What? We both had no, I had a stress-induced. He had blockage.
No, I got JD and whiskey though.
Okay. That's what you
so
like,
let's go
your
back
whiskey.
to Jimmy. Dolly.
What?
So, was Dolly a nice guy?
You're trying to set me up. You know, PJ's probably in the goddamn chat or watching or something.
Was Dolly a nice guy?
He was nice to me on panel. You know, PJ's probably in the goddamn chat or watching or something.
She should.
He was nice to me on panel. No.
She's got to use that Dolly lotion, you know what I mean?
I still have it, and my soap.
Well, she should. I mean, everybody wants to hear about it.
No.
Dolly lotion, you know what I mean?
I still have it. It'd make a great movie, though. Eardrums bursting.
Everybody wants to hear
All right, well, if you ever come to Bellingham, let me know. We can meet at a restaurant. It'd be really cool. For some reason, I feel like I can trust you, and I don't know why.
Bye, Tina.
Bye.
That was fucking funny.
Glad I made you laugh. I can still hear you.
You guys want more?
No.
How's that for entertainment?
Oh my
Okay, let's get
God.
back to the fucking creepy weirdos.
Oh my God. Bye-bye.
Who did that?
Who did what?
What are you guys playing?
Been over there, I go wherever the hell I want to. I've always done that. But because of that, I want to fit in with you guys now. I've always been a loner. I go where I want.
That was
do what I
classic.
want. I just decided
Was
to
that
start
Toshi?
popping out in shots because they're all there too. Why are you judging?
Exactly.
You're all
Who's that?
When you're fucking watching us watch them. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. And like, I'm sorry, I don't even cover this shit. I don't be in this lane. Y'all drugged me in this lane. You asked for this smoke, as far as I'm concerned. Fuck out of here.
Who is that talking? I like that
I grab her
accent.
by the feet.
Who's that lady talking?
Well, and I mean, I will say this. I think there is a huge, like, I think trusting when it comes to, like, YouTube is something that I myself have found to be insane. Like, I heard Queen say that, like, her and Jones and
Oh, that's Clue?
was, like, friends, right? But of course, what is
It's Crown
do
Royal,
some
Canadian whiskey.
backstabbing crap, right?
Wow. Well, I don't drink, but you
I
can
don't
drink
operate
around me.
that way. Like,
Look,
if I'm friends with you,
I
so
am
good. I
literally
watch you
willing. No,
and give
I'm
you
willing to
time
meet you
off
at a
of
little
this
restaurant or like a
to
little
have a
like
conversation
cafe
and
thing
spend
during
time
the
talking to
day
you or whatever. Why would I ever want to
in
intentionally
Bellingham.
Right.
You're in Vancouver. I
See
thought you
how
were
much
way
fun
far
Tina
away.
is compared to these idiots. Like doesn't even like.
That doesn't make
Not
sense.
even. It's not even on the same scale.
Weird ass behavior, man.
What?
Yeah.
And another thing too, it's been thrown around so much over here to the point where now
Bye, honey.
I'm less likely to
Bye.
believe somebody when they
I
do
don't know if
something
those
like,
gals
oh,
are talking
this
about
person-
Canada.
Hey,
We protect
sorry,
you
hi.
guys.
Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Thank you.
Enjoy your
Thank
day.
you. Well,
Happy
if you
summer.
come to
Have a great
Bellingham,
day. God bless.
God bless. Come to Bellingham and I'll meet you. During the day only though.
Tell us what you do for work next time.
Otherwise, I'll be too scared.
Hey, there's a lot of Australians around, eh?
Yeah,
Where's Mission from? Is he Aussie too?
he's Aussie. He's not in my chat, is he? I haven't even looked at the chat because we've been chit-chatting. All right, so you're under MK Ultra. I better get back to my chat or I'm being kind of rude. Peace. Wait, that's... So you're under MK Ultra. I better get back to my chat or I'm being kind of rude. That's what Jimmy always said. So, and I don't like peace out.
Bye.
All right, bye. Ciao. Ciao, mein.
3.
That's what Jimmy always said. So, how do I get off your show? All right, bye. How do I get off your show? Ciao. Ciao, mein. All right, I'm trying to find the link to get off the show. How do I get off your show?
How are you on my show?
No.
Tina, come with me.
Trying to find the link.
Tina, let's debate.
Get off the show. Debate?
How are you on my show? Tina, come with me.
I hit on your link, and all of a sudden I'm on your show.
Yeah, you want to debate? Tina, come with me.
On what? I'm a good debater. Don't get it twisted. And all of a sudden I'm on your show.
You want to debate? Tina, come with me.
On what? I'm a good debater.
No, okay, wait a second.
But
Yeah,
not
I
about
want to debate
Trump.
due process.
Not about Trump. What?
Okay, wait a second.
I'm a master baiter, Rick Barry.
Drop your StreamYard link.
What? I gotta turn the fan off.
Drop your StreamYard link.
What? What? Trump protects you libs. He doesn't protect me. What? Trump protects Make today a good day. He doesn't protect me.
Tina, have you ever heard of Anonymous? We are Legion.
Is he a creator?
Is that a
Anonymous?
rapper, Jay? Have you ever heard of Anonymous? We are Legion.
Is he a creator?
Yeah.
I have heard of Anonymous,
Jay, have you ever heard of
the creator.
Is that a rapper Jay Thumbler?
No big
Can you
time.
stop that background noise? It's so annoying.
I thought it was your end. It's not my end.
Is that a rapper Jay Thumbler?
Oh my God, I got 39 people in the sand dunes.
Background noise? It's so annoying.
I thought it was your end. It's not my end. Go watch Nefarious.
It's feedback. I'm trying to fix it.
I got 39 people in the sand dunes. Wow. I'm not a grandma. My kids didn't have kids. Oh, you fixed it. Oh my
That's a fucking funny shit.
God.
Poor Tina.
I know, I'm always getting picked
We
on.
love Tina. We love New York.
New York?
That's a fucking funny shit. Oh, hi. There we go.
I know, I'm always getting picked
We
on.
love Tina. We love New York. So, what are you talking about? How are ya?
Good. I mean, I was going to talk about Barry Morphew. Do you know why he's
What are you
re-arrested?
talking about? How are ya?
Good. I mean, I was going to talk about Barry Morphew. Do you know why he's re-arrested?
No one wants to hear about Barry Morphew.
Well, they let him go on,
Is he in the new Spaceballs movie? No one wants to hear about
no, he killed
Bartholomew.
he killed his wife 5 years ago
Is he in the new Spaceballs
in
movie?
Colorado.
No one wants to hear about
No, he killed
Bartholomew.
his wife 5 years ago. He chased
Did
his
he?
he chased his wife around the house with a tranquilizer. Pew pew. And
Oh, did he?
yeah, and 3 years later, her bones were found.
Really?
Yeah, and in her bones
Fucked up.
are as part of this tranquilizer, BAM. It's called BAM.
Really?
Yeah. And in her bones shot pews in New York. Wow. All right, so you're just pulling my
So they were
leg.
able to link him to the crime 20 years later?
No, 5 years later. She disappeared on Mother's Day. You remember that case. He said she took a bike ride. He planted her helmet. He planted her bike. He said a cougar or mountain lion got
No,
her.
I don't follow that stuff.
Oh, yeah, it was, and she had cancer. And 2 daughters that love her.
Wow, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, so he got her with a
He could have
tranquilizer.
just got a divorce.
Pew pew. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, can't believe this. These so
Okay, Tina, I'm gonna let you go, honey. I don't want to ruin your life.
yeah, no you didn't. It was fun, and I'm not bringing up Bellingham again. If you're too chicken to meet me,
Okay, Tina, I'm gonna let you go, honey. I don't want to ruin
then you are. Bringing up Bellingham again. If you're too chicken to meet me, then you are. Okay, how do I get off? How do I get off here? No, not that kind of get off, MK. I'm still on.
Guys, hope you guys had fun. Thank you for making it fun for me.
Oh,
I didn't know
God.
how that was gonna go, but it turned out pretty good.
I'm still
God
on.
bless. Have a good evening, and always remember, everybody's full of shit here except for Paper Cut Tina. Give her a round of applause. Good night.
Good night. He can't hear me, but I can hear him. This is so weird. How do I'm still on his thing, you guys. Not even kidding. I mean, oh my gosh. GTBHNT says, can I get the manager, please? Mike Chug says, Ernie is present. Ernie? Spaceballs, the white YouTube account. Hi. Hello. What the hell is that sound? That was MK Ultra, you guys. Give it up for MK. Apparently he has a channel. I didn't know he did. This feels like the Russian sleep experiment, says Daniel Hipwood. Yeah. The FARC, what the FARC is going on here? MJV. Oh my gosh. Duke Stone, White Castle, scrotum? What on earth does that mean? Oh, excuse me. 747 taxing outside. Could I shout out your channel, please? The Hunter 14. I'm assuming that's what it is. That's what your avatar says. The Hunter 14. No, I don't think he was drunk, Cody Adams. He just likes to sip and tip. No, tip and sip a little bit. So, is it sip and tip? No. Tip and sip. Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. Let's see. Smoke It Up, Rick Barry, Canadian Prepper. Rick Barry, are you from Canada? I know that's not how it's pronounced. I'm trying to hang on. Wow, I'm still in shock. Okay, so OGLOC baby. Don't listen to mean people. Hi, beautiful lady. Thank you. Do you have Snapchat? No, I've never had that. Okay. Oops. AK-47 says, holy shyster. Totally blackout. The only thing I could see is my Grateful Dead. Oh my God, everything's out. Holy shyster. I have the internet, but no power, no nothing? No, you're in, gosh darn it, not Michigan, Ohio? And is it because it got really, really hot? Anthony Adams, you got OnlyFans. No, 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 no. Welcome, Roller. No, seriously, everything shut down. I only have the internet through my phone. It's crazy. Do I have him on another device? No, Mary Jane Doe. I hit the link you put of his in here to just like see if it really existed. And all of a sudden I heard his voice and then I heard him laughing. And then I was like, wait a minute. Is he streaming me? Okay, Ohio, yes, that's where I live. Okay. Yeah, it's totally creepy. The whole street is out. There's no power. What is a prepper? You might as well become a prepper. Sorry, Asaf. Manji Chimp. I've been stuck on the throne for an hour now with a log caught sideways in my brownie cutter. What do I do? What on earth? Inbred dragon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ohio, oh, I already said that. Welcome to India. Motivation ACT. Moderator Kehar. Free Palestine. Mouse Zippy Garment. Mustafa Waba. Mouse Zippy Garment. I love SEX family like a lot. What? Oh, Lord. What? Say skibidi for a donation. I don't know what skibidi is. My school. I love suck zippy. Gambit drink. Have a lot of milk. Like a lot. One pissed off PHUC. I used to go to Cedar Point Amusement Park in the late 70s through the mid 80s. Okay, let's be nice to each other. These different countries that are in here, let's be nice to the other countries. It gets crazy when you stream on YouTube, says Mary Jane Doe. It really does. Lord, you need to be 18 to be in here. Okay, so that was intense. So yeah, you know, I'm going to go ahead and read, all right, what I found. And this is why he's charged again. And they re-indicted him, Barry Morphew. And I thought when he walked away from the other one, well, it's called without prejudice means he can be retried later. But I forgot all about that and figured, you know, he walked away from the courthouse with his daughters. Now, I do feel bad for them, but I'm sorry, gals. It all points to him. You know, he was upset that your mother was leaving him. And they were both doing their thing. And it's just wrong. Like they'll ever see my live, but I don't want them to think. Yeah, oh my gosh, rock this girl. I haven't seen you in a while. I almost said ages, but that's not. Well, I used to go later. There's 31 people in the sand dunes. Okay, so right here we go. Okay. Oh my God, I muted you guys. Good grief. All right, so this man, Barry Morphew in Colorado, uh, on CCTV was seen throwing big bags of something, her clothes or something, in 5 different dumpsters in this town where he, supposedly went to work. And she had disappeared. Well, she was talking to a friend that she was, falling for from high school. And he found out about it, but yet he was on different sites meeting women. And in fact, one of them was that one where you're married. Like, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a very well known site. So I don't know what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't know. So anyway, um, she disappeared on Mother's Day, and she was talking to him, and then that was the last text, and or she wasn't talking, she was texting him, and a tranquilizer, what, not bullet, but whatever they are, was found, or the holder for the tranquilizer was found in the dryer. And her phone pinged. All right. So anyway, and her phone was pinging from room to room to room to room to room in this huge, beautiful house, right, in Colorado. And she was from Indiana, and she didn't even really want to move there, but she wanted to please Barry. They had 2 daughters, one named Macy and one named, I can't remember. Anyway, this whole thing happened 5 years ago, and then her body was found in a place that's called, what was it? The Boneyard or something, where other people went missing and were found, or their remains. So they were digging for some certain Marine that went missing, or no, it was an older lady. And they found the older lady. They also found a Marine, or I mean, a guy that was supposed to be a Marine. He was on his way, supposedly young 20s, to, enroll in the military and everything, and disappeared. They found his remains, and then they found more remains, and they were Suzanne Morphew's. And they found that out from DNA. And that was 3 years later. And her brother, can't remember his name, had searches going all over the different grounds. I mean, think about that. Colorado is very vast, And so, anyway, due to the prosecutor not having evidence, I read earlier today, to show to the defense in a timely manner, was basically fired. And the judge had enough. And due to other technicalities, she said this is dismissed, but with the prejudice thing, with no prejudice, which means it can be tried later. And I never thought it would. And he walked out of that court with his two daughters, because his daughters, they cannot believe for the life of them their dad would do this, and you can't blame them. But everything points to him. And then just Friday, he was living in Arizona, and he got arrested. They brought all this information, including this new information, because back then her body hadn't been found yet. And so now they've got the BAM in her bones, or found in her bones. So I'm going to read this. Okay. Her remains were discovered October 2023. She went missing on Mother's Day in 2020. Suzanne Morphew, 49, was last seen on Mother's Day 2020. She lived in Maysville in Chaffee County, west of Salida, with her husband and their two daughters. The initial investigation into Suzanne's disappearance centered on her husband, Barry, who was charged with first-degree murder in May 2021. Days before he was set to stand trial in April 2022, all charges were dropped when prosecutors asked for the dismissal of the case. I just couldn't believe it. More than a year later, Suzanne's remains were found in October 2023 in Seguchi County. Her autopsy report, which was released in April 2024, classifies her death as homicide by undetermined means in the setting of these three things that are found in the tranquilizer: butorphanol, azapirone, and medetomidine intoxication, according to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. According to this indictment released Friday, butorphanol, azapirone, and medetomidine, also known as BAM, is tightly regulated and only sold by one company in the United States. The indictment notes that Barry Morphew is the only private citizen living in that area of Colorado with access to BAM. Records show no other people or businesses besides the Bureau of Land Management and Colorado Parks and Wildlife purchased BAM prescriptions between 2017 and 2020. None of the BAM from the government agencies was unaccounted for, because he was a hunter too. And he tried to tell his daughters that, he was shooting at squirrels out the window. During a preliminary hearing in January 2022, prosecutors with the Chaffee County DA's office said that on the afternoon of May 9th, 2020, Barry Morphew loaded a syringe for a tranquilizer dart, put his phone on airplane mode, and then shot his wife with the dart. Trigger warning, Mary Jane, if you want to put that in chat, I forgot. Thank you. And also the disclaimer, is it 1979? Now I can't even remember. Copyright disclaimer. Shoot. Why does it keep doing this? I'm reading along and then it says page not found. And it's like right there. Okay, it's back. So okay, so I missed this little part. Denver, a grand jury indictment released Friday includes new details now how investigators connected Barry Morphew to an animal tranquilizer called BAM that was found in the bones of his wife, Suzanne. He was living in Gilbert, Arizona at the time. According to a news release from the 12th Judicial District Attorney's Office, he will be extradited to the San Luis Valley to face a charge of first-degree murder. His attorney, David Belfer, said Morphew maintains his innocence. Of course he does. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be very damning evidence. So all right, so he loaded a syringe for a tranquilizer dart, put his phone on airplane mode, and then shot his wife with the dart. He then chased her around. Oh my God, why is this happening? He then chased her around. It's not too long of an article. He then chased her around the house until the tranquilizer took effect. According to the 2021 affidavit, Morphew admitted that he frequently used BAM and other tranquilizers to sedate deer so he could remove their antlers to sell in his hunting business. When detectives told Morphew a tranquilizer dart had been fired in or around the house, he revealed he would shoot the deer from inside the house. I thought it was squirrels. I've shot deer from that little breezeway from between the garage and the laundry room out that back door. If there was a trank dart out there, outside or in the house, it's from me shooting deer, Morphew told detectives. I remember that little video. It was nighttime, and during a search of the property on May 19, 2020, investigators found empty darts, a dart package, and a dart needle. The affidavit detailed multiple interrogations specifically concerning a needle cap found in the Morphew's laundry room, in the dryer, among other things. Oh no, in the dryer among other washed sheets. Morphew denied using a tranquilizer gun on May 9th and said he has no idea how the needle cap got in the dryer. He said the last time he used BAM tranquilizers and shot from the window near the breezeway was in late April. No tranquilizer BAM was found during the search of the property in May 2020. In spring 2024, after autopsy results were released, Morphew's defense attorney argued that the autopsy results showing Suzanne had BAM or BAM in her system did not incriminate him. Barry Morphew is innocent. He could not have killed his wife. This and that and the other thing. It also confirmed with the autopsy report is that she put on her bike clothes. She was on a bike ride and abducted. That's what he tried to say too. The tranquilizer that was found in her bones allegedly is a very common animal tranquilizer that could be used on farms or by hunters, which are people who are very prevalent in that area of Salida. Friday, Morphew's new attorney said yet again the government allows blah blah blah, and that's it. So and they have all their like other evidence already, right? Camera footage, witnesses saying that his motel room just reeked of bleach, and wet towels of bleach, and there's a photo of him carrying a shovel, which he had, I believe used to bury her as he's walking into the hotel. And then his timeline of things, are conflicted, all that kind of stuff. So I'll take a peek at chat. And then I'll play my outro song. Thank you, Sub-Zero Flames. Oh, nice, Adam Ashraf. I have subscribed to your channel. Thank you so much. You're helping me get to my goal. Thank you. Wonderful. There was a Taylor timed out. My channel is beautiful. Thank you, Adam Ashraf. Okay, good night, AK-47. All at peace now. Nitin. Wow, thanks everyone. Please hit the like. Yeah, Dart. Even your dog's creeped out, AK-47. Well, I hope the light or the electricity comes on for you pretty soon. Okay, yeah. No, I was muted on purpose for a little while there because my son, he had a couple of questions. Okay. Yeah, what's up with the closest people attacking their loved ones? Well, I covered that whole thing on familicide. Familicide. Where the man, for whatever reasons, maybe the wife is leaving him or financial issues or he becomes sick. KILLS's the entire family, children, all of them, and then usually themselves. There's the copyright disclaimer. Thank you so much. I said 1979 and it's 1976. That's wonderful. Thanks to my new subscribers. Will you go ahead and put Sierra Queen Pins Clark's link in again, Mary Jane Doe, if you don't mind? If she's in here, I haven't seen her. I'm trying to help a friend get to 1,000 subs so she can monetize, and she really wants that. Hello, James Isadora. Yeah, okay, I think I caught up. My name or something. Hi, how are you? I hope. Oh dear. I have to lean in and put my finger. Leave it on chat or I lose what I'm looking for. Am I down here now? Yeah. No, I don't think Sierra's here. Chris Hamblin. Yeah, you'll see, my jeans and my tank top when my outro song starts. Thanks for being here. No, I'm not a vampire, says Satu Mare. Yeah. Yeah, there were some good little songs. There's just a small town girl. Hi, she says, hey, Tina. Wow, long time no see. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. Max Smith, PCT. Just promoting what I like, Max. Fall Crom. Hello, wow. Thoughts on 911? Well, I don't believe in conspiracy stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I really believe planes did crash through that. When I saw that, I was living in Vermont at the time, and my mom was in New York, but she lived on a houseboat on the Hudson Bay, so she wasn't downtown around those buildings. But she could have been, I guess, if she went to a day movie or something. But I called her immediately, and she said she was fine. Thank God. Thank you, Adam Ashraf. Thank you. So my name or whatever. Hi, how are you? I hope everything is going as you wish. Honestly, even as the years go by, your charm and beauty remain intact. Well, very sweet of you. Thank you. Rob S. No, I'm not going to flash. You're so silly. Yeah, so this Barry guy, I mean, that poor woman, she had cancer twice, you guys. Wasn't it breast cancer? And she was sweet. She just wanted to be happy. And oh, the other thing, he'd always throw the religion card in her face, right? Oh, you're not a Christian then if you leave me and blah blah blah. And I don't know. It's very, very sad. And I've said it on my domestic violence programs in the past. The most dangerous time is when you leave the abuser. All right. So here is my song by Sierra Queen Penn Clark that she made on Suno. I guess you give it some words or something and it makes a song. So I've been live nearly an hour and a half, and then now there's 30 in the sand dunes, and I really appreciate it. Hop into chat and say hi sometime. I'm trying to learn all the words to this song, so the more I hear, the better it'll be. Dance emojis. Okay. Hey, paper tuxedo, red crown, clean sharp bus. Put my vibes, keep the scene in order.
butter. Ruby hips move smoother than rich butter. Life's the jungle, she chopping through the utter clutter. Unapologetic skill in her veins. Flaming red hair, igniting the flames. Trap bounce, turn heads, no need for claims. Tina got the world spinning in her lane. Feel good anthem for the heart to break. She bends but don't fold. Risk what's at stake. Deep bass drops, hearts quake, earth shakes. Tina on fire, every move she makes. Hardcore grind, she make the rule bend. Fierce mama bear, no time to pretend. Mic in one hand, babe in the other. Queens don't slumber, she a force undercover. Yeah. Molded chaos, wears it like a crown. Life threw punches, but she never stayed down. Dynamic rhythms, put the drama out of town. Paper cut, Tina royalty profound. Feel good anthem for the unyielding crew. Dance floor breaks under feet like it's new. Rap beats rain, 808s in the brew. Tina's groove conquering, bold and true. Hey, paper cut, Tina red crown, clean chopper. Supermom vibes, keep the scene in order. Ruby hips move smoother than rich butter. Life's the jungle, she chopping through the utter clutter. Unapologetic steel in her veins. Flaming red hair, igniting the flames. Trap bounce, turn heads, no need for claims. Tina got the world spinning in her lane. Feel good anthem for the heart to break. She bends but don't fold. Risk what's at stake. Deep bass drops, hearts quake, earth shakes. Tina on fire, every move she makes. Hardcore grind, she make the rules bend. Chris mama bear, no time to pretend. Mic in one hand, babe in the other. Queens don't slumber, she a force undercover.
Thanks, everyone, for being here. Not bad for having a heart attack in April, but I'm a little winded, and I turned the fan off, and I'm going to drink some of my Grape Crush, and I want to say thank you to every single one of you from wherever you're from that either watched in the sand dunes, the 49 that are there now, thank you. And everyone in chat, tell your friends about my channel. It's always spontaneous. I never have a set time. It's usually early evening or a little later, not too late. And I'm in Washington State, so, you know, and it was really nice to meet new people on here. And that's what I like that's different from StreamYard. I get more of just, not just, but the regulars over there than new people from around the world. Really, really cool. There was someone in here from Italy last night too. Italy, Scotland, Germany. Wanda Steves is from Canada. MK Ultra is from Canada. I'm pretty sure Tashi is from Australia, and there were a few people from the UK. So yeah, and then I've had Kazakhstan, if I even said that right, Palestine tonight. Yeah. Oh, nice. I'm from Pakistan, says PK. Yeah, so I mean, my first year I covered serial killers all over the world, missing people on cruise ships, you know, and it's just more talking to the chat Sometimes I read out of a book, but not long, drawn out, boring, long, just reading a book, and I try to switch it up. I have different music each time. And please, please subscribe to my friend Sierra, Cierra, Queen Pin Clark. She's from Virginia. She has a teenage son. I'm trying to help her get to 1,000. And she's witty and funny and spontaneous like me. And she likes to dance. And yeah. So if people would please sub up to her too. Thank you. This is PCT is Extreme. Please hit the like. Please subscribe if you're willing to, all right? Thanks, you guys. Thanks for listening. It was fun. See you hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, so I should be back. Tuesday, I got cardiac rehab. And when I ride my bike like that up there and work out, sometimes I'm a little too tired, but my heart's getting stronger each time. I'll say this. I was kind of shocked because I felt pretty good. I thought I had acid reflux. I had pain from here to here for 45 minutes, but I didn't really think it was acid reflux. And I said to my daughter, who's 21, I said, I think I need to call 911 and just get checked. They checked me and everything was all fine, but they kept asking me if I was still having pain, and I said yes. And then the next thing I know, papers are coming out of this machine. They looked at each other and said, she needs to go to the hospital. So then I started not freaking out, because I'm in good hands, but it was scary. So I drank this pepperminty stuff, and they had a camera. They took a picture of my heart, I guess, probably with one of those sticky things here. I have videos. I look like heck, pale as anything in the hospital, but I filmed it, my experience. So if anyone wants to see those videos, they're not too long. And it wasn't for clicks or views. It was because I was bored and I didn't know. I thought maybe I was just gonna leave. I had no clue that it was my heart. And they gave me a heart catheter through my arm, but they had to shave me down here in case it went in the groin area. And these doctors were like playing the radio, and they weren't dancing, but they were singing to like Bon Jovi and stuff. I'm not kidding. And I was like, wow, you guys really like your job. And I'm like half undressed, and I'm laying on this, like I was rolled off of a wooden board, and it was just really weird. But they were so nice and so relaxed. I said, you guys really, really like your job, don't you? And they're like, yeah, how can you tell? And this and that. And so anyway, they gave me a heart catheter to make sure I didn't have blockage, and I had none. And I was shocked because I've had, my numbers were 253 in cholesterol a good six or 7 years prior. And my doctor wanted me to go on medication then, and I didn't want to. So I took red yeast rice supplements, which work like a statin. But if it runs in your family like it does mine and stuff, I don't recommend that. It doesn't go low enough, quick enough. And again, having the ischemic thalamic stroke 4 years ago, I because I'm on medicine for that, right? I didn't think I'd have a heart attack. And if I did, I thought I'd be in my 70s or 80s or 90s. So it was very shocking. I was like crying in the hospital and all this and that. And I was there alone. My daughter and my son were here. But I got released in 2 days. And if I had blockage, they had already talked to me about it. They said, you might have to have a stent put in, maybe 2, but we'll just, I was like, really? You think so? I asked a lot of questions. They were like, well, let's just take it step by step. They were so sweet and so kind. I actually sent a thank you letter to the South Building, floor 4, whatever. And I said to all the people and staff, thank you so much. Your professionalism and kindness and expertise and whatever, I said. And I did that when I had a stroke too, because I don't know what it is. They're not just nurses and doctors. When you're in special field like that, they really, you can tell they pride themselves in what they do, and they take every little concern and worry, and they take time to answer them, and all this. And I had 4, maybe 5 different cardiologists come in on their shift and check on me as I'm hooked up to these machines. And yeah, I had to wear a black thing right here so that it wouldn't open and bleed. I had to wear that for 6 years. This, I don't know, this thing that you snap on, and so I had to sleep in that. That's in one of my videos. But you know, I mean, it's a little scary, right? Maybe I could have another one now because I've already had one, but I'm on medicine. You know, I'm on cholesterol medicine. I'm not on a blood thinner. Well, I'll tell you exactly what I'm on. I'm on rosuvastatin. I'm on baby aspirin, and this is every day. I take them all at once. I'm on, I was on a water pill, but they took me off that and put me on Jardiance instead, which works like a water pill or something. I'm on my Zoloft for anxiety and depression. And I've been on that since my son was 4. So I'm not like all depressed because, you know what I mean? Because I'm having these medical or health issues. Anyway, I take 6 pills, and now I can't even remember what on earth they are. Oh, and lisinopril. Did I say that? For blood pressure. So I take the Jardiance, the Metropolol, the rosuvastatin, my Zoloft, my baby aspirin, and one other one, and I just can't remember it. But and then a multivitamin. So yeah, so I'm here to say, if something isn't right, don't be embarrassed. Man or woman, call the ER. And if things persist and you just don't feel right about it, because I could have been like, oh, okay, my lung capacity is good, my numbers are good, but the pain, it felt like someone was taking a brick, the corner, and pushing it into my chest. I mean, I wasn't crying in agony, but it was just this pressure, and it wouldn't go away. I did not think I was having a heart attack, and I had what's called a Takotsubo, and it's a stress-induced heart attack. And between, I'm just going to say it, everything I've been through, my mom passing in February, my sister's cancer, and before my mom passed and put herself on hospice, I didn't get a chance to see her. And we talked on the phone all the time, but money issues and just everything. And everyone knows I went to Virginia, but she had company that year, 2 years ago. And she said, yeah, I got people coming from Vermont and Chicago. She thought she had plenty of time to live, you know, at least 20 more years. She was healthy. But then she had this little heart attack and a little stroke. She had a stress-induced heart attack just like me, because I asked her. And she said it's stress-induced. It's called broken heart syndrome. And I said, gosh, do you think it's because you're worrying so much about Ashley, you know, my sister? And she said, yeah, probably. So it's just bizarre. It's very bizarre. And then the different situations I've gotten myself in on YouTube and fighting back and defending myself. And I went through cyberbullying and just different things. And it all adds up. So I'm here to say, if I can have a heart attack and I ride my bike and I'm pretty fit and good weight and everything, and I don't eat crappy, I don't eat a ton of fat foods, I'll have a dessert now and then. I'm here to say anyone can have it or get it. And it's the silent killer. I saw a news thing on it in Seattle News of women, because our symptoms are different than men. We don't do a bunch of sweating necessarily. It just can be a real bad pinch in here or anything. And yeah, that lady on All My Children, Erica, was it Kane? I don't know. I didn't watch that one much. I watched Guiding Light. She had a heart attack and she went on a lot of programs to talk about it. And then I had one like 2 years later from seeing her program. So I've talked enough. There's 53 people in the sand dunes, you know, and this is why I do YouTube and I don't put Cash App and PayPal up. It's not for money. It's for entertainment and to say hi to my friends that I've known now, many of you for 2 years, through being co-host on Dolly Vision. Shout out to Dolly Vision. Go over and sub him up. He's got a great show. Talks a lot about true crime cases, and he's a great guy. But I was co-host for 3 months, and I constantly was up on his panel. And but yeah, so I have my own channel now, and my mom and my dad are passed. My sister's in Missouri, and I live with my 2 adult children, and yeah, all my cousins and aunts and uncles are in Iowa and everything. So I kind of feel like I'm on my own, you know, here. And I've been married, divorced twice to the same man. And yeah, so anyway, I hope I see you all again, and sub up if you would, and sub up to Sierra. Thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks, Mary Jane Doe, for all your help and all the other mods, okay? Thank you.